Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. My name is Yael, and I'm the co-founder of TULU. We're so excited to work together on this project and see where it can lead us. And we really thank you for your time and your cooperation. I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes kind of talking to you about my company, our vision, where we are, and how we could use your help. I hope this sparks inspiration, but also ideas on how you can help us. So if you can see the screen, you can see a TULU unit. Essentially, what a TULU unit is a smart unit connected to an app with different household products, also with scooters and bicycles, where people can rent them for an hour, 3 hours a day, a week. It's on demand, and people can take it home, use it, and bring it back. So you can see different categories like cleaning category, cooking, hosting, DIY, and more. And these products are actually rented by the hour. Usually it's around $4 an hour. People use them, bring them back hopefully clean, and give us feedback on their experience. So this is a TULU unit here in New York. We are actually operating in 22 cities: New York, London, Amsterdam, Berlin, Copenhagen, Barcelona, and the list goes on. And you can also see we sell products like ice cream, cookies, toilet paper. And this is always something we knew we were going to do, which is having an holistic solution. So not just a rental offering, but a shop offering as well, where people can grab products like, snacks on our app. So who we are is the usage economy platform. Essentially, we work with brands to help them make that move to allowing people to rent their products as a service. And by that, we're helping them win the next gen consumers. We work with landlords worldwide. You will see us in residential buildings and mainly student housing. We are in over 120 buildings worldwide, and we work with the biggest landlords. And that's also part of the reason why we went global pretty fast. We launched in 2019, and already in 2020 launched in Amsterdam. We started in Tel Aviv actually. And by working with landlords that are global, we started expanding and offering our product in more countries. So we have 4 pillars to our company, essentially the rent. So these are products you can rent by the hour. We have Ride, which is scooters, step scooters, bicycles, electric bicycles. Shop, which is toilet paper, ice cream, almond milk, soda. The list goes on. We even have like wellness products and printers, which people can print papers. And we don't always have those 4 components in every building we operate in, but that's what we strive to have. And our product didn't always look like this. A startup goes through really fast iterations. And the first thing we wanted to do is to test our idea. And that's how we started in Tel Aviv. We just had 4 products. We slowly realized that we need really big buildings and we want big markets where people rent their apartments and are living a dynamic lifestyle. And there may be millennials and Gen Z. And that really helped us starting from small and expanding it to a greater offering. And now we have over 30 products that we offer in buildings. And you can see also the final product, which is the TULU unit, where the products are actually sitting inside doors. And that wasn't always the case. Here you can kind of see what our ride solution looks like. So we have scooters and bicycles, and then a close-up on the TULU unit. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our vision and our community. Our community we have 30,000 people that are using our app worldwide. It's mainly people who are anywhere between 18 to 35, of course, always sometimes older. And they live in small apartments, almost always rented apartments, and have limited space, limited resources, and they just don't want to own stuff anymore. It's a different generation, and focusing on this consumer who has been using Airbnb for many years and has been using Uber and now Rent the Runway. Tulu is just an extension of that lifestyle and of that mindset with household product, and we're almost the only company that is doing it at the moment. And when we're thinking about the products we're building, we're always thinking about our consumers and how it integrates with their lifestyle. the fact that they're busy. So they might rent at night or they might rent early in the morning, and the fact that they're trying to do a few things at once. So bringing products that maybe don't require hard manual work or that are easy to clean after use, and having instructions on our app and automating different processes. So we're always going in the mind of our consumers to understand how we can build a better product to them. Here you can see some more pictures from our social media. Because we operate in residential buildings and it's not a general B2C brand, it's very specific. You know, we have to win the building we're at. We have to get people to register to our app. We have to get people to activate their account, use the credits we're giving them, and then get sticky with our product. We don't just want them to rent one item. We want them to rent a few different items. We also want them to maybe purchase a few things. So we're always thinking about the user journey as a whole. If someone leaves with a TULU in their building, how can we give them the best service? And here you can just see some pictures of different users from different countries. And you can see also a picture from a lunch party. We've been doing really big lunch parties. Every time we launch a new building, no matter where it is, we host a party. These parties are expensive, but they're always really worth it. They're so much fun. And we hear things like, "Oh, I've never met my neighbors before. Oh, I've never been to an event with my neighbors before." And we use those events to, of course, register people and show them who we are and our values, by giving them giveaways like succulents, which are, you know, like it's a nice plant and it's not just merch or trash. So we're always trying to do things to get them closer to the humans behind the concept, because we believe that the fruits of it will be people that are more loyal or more inclined to use the service. So a little bit about our company values. We never feel comfortable saying we are a sustainable company, because we are. My background is in environmental science, and we're not fully measuring our impact yet. But we do know that getting people to rent products is better than buying these products, because when you have a building with 400 units and there's 4 vacuums that are good for about 30, 40, 50 people, it's better than each person having their own product. And when there's 20 products like this, we're maximizing the shelf life of a product. So some of the values we stand behind is circular economy. And this is part of why we partner with brands to show them how to take a product that was manufactured for a household use and make it a more commercial use, usage economy use, smart living. So, you know, many people in buildings live in many people in cities live in buildings today. So how do we make that smarter? How do we leverage the fact that people are living so close to one another and there's proximity and similar needs? Sustainability, minimalism, and lifestyle. So not owning things, and freeing your time to do things that are better and more creative and more experiential. Community, futuristic, affordable, emphasizing on the living experience, and fun and adventure. These are some values that we are currently standing behind, and we feel like really resonate with our demographic, and the way we design our product and think about our product. And thinking about our community values, so our community is actually a really wide community. So the minute we decided that the building is going to be our main customer, and this is also where we make a lot of our revenue from, by working with the landlord, we actually started incorporating more stakeholders in our community. So beyond just the end user, which is people who live in the building and are renting our products, we have people from the building that are helping us maintain the unit. And we have the landlord, who are our clients. And sometimes they also live in the building, or the property manager who lives in the building. And they might use the service as well, or they might see issues with the service as well. So there's a lot of eyeballs that are kind of running in the building around our service and have feedback to give or have complaints. So the community is not just our end users. And we ended up, excuse my Slack notifications, we ended up calling these community members TULU friends. So a TULU friend is essentially someone who usually lives in the building, and they are an extension of our employees. They work with us. They either earn free credits, points, money to help us run issues and also do events and community efforts. We also look as the community in a more sustainable framework as a consuming unit. So if we start centralizing the needs of people in a building, we can give them what they want because there's a few of them that want something. So we do surveys, and if 50 people say, oh, we also want to see this product in the unit, we would then bring this product. So we really work around, okay, how do we centralize demands and looking at the building as a consuming unit. Feeling at home. So the alternative to TULU today is buying something or borrowing something from a friend. These are the two main kind of alternative. And we really want to make the rental experience so much better than the buying experience that people don't even think twice if they can rent a product with TULU. And this starts with an incredible user experience. And this is a challenge. It's always been a challenge. It's something that we really work on every single day when we think about the features we have, when we think about our operations, our expenses. How do we deliver a world-class renting experience? And this is where the asset of a good community comes in, because when people are incentivized by loyalty or by their neighbors, they might be more inclined to bring a product cleaner, or they might be more inclined to report issues and to have more patience with us and help us out with different things, which I feel like, in the course of these last 4 years, seeing people that don't really know us or don't understand the brand, and they will damage the product and kind of disrespect it. So playing with that asset of community and building loyalty is really important for us also on the operational aspect, to give people the feeling that the rental experience is so good because the product is in good shape, it's not damaged, the previous person brought it back clean, etc. And that's kind of playing on the good neighbors aspect of, you're not just a good neighbor because you're bringing a product clean, but because you are helping people enjoy something that the building choose to give them. And that's something sometimes we would advertise. And when I'm thinking about a good neighbor, it's also 10-20 years ago, if you wanted something, you would go to your neighbor. I know people do it today still. I do it. I just knock on someone's door and ask to borrow something, or to get something for my cooking. But it's not really happening that often in New York and in big cities. It's a different mentality. So we wanted to become that neighbor. We wanted to become that neighbor that you could request things and we would give it, and we would always do it in the most affordable and efficient way. And then also some of our community values and why we care for the community is for that content. Content drives usage from our end, and the more we show real life cases of people using products and the creative things they do with our products, from playing with their pets or cleaning their couch after their dog was playing with it, or doing homework while doing other things, the more real content we can generate and not produce it from our own creative mind, the better. And we see that it's like a snowball. Sometimes people start posting, and then more people see that other people are posting, and then they're posting, and you know where the story goes. So we're really wanting to understand how we can leverage our community to create content and to refer more people to the app if they have neighbors that they know are not using the app. And then ambassadors. Sometimes I go to buildings and I meet people and they're so stoked about TULU, and they end up telling about TULU to like 5 other neighbors, and then we want them to also be able to capitalize on that effort that they're doing. So this is just some ideas, but I'm sure you have many other ideas on why community is important. The majority of our company is people that are living in big cities in small apartments. So we really resonate with the idea that whether it's different, and in New York, for example, it's not as common to be friends with your neighbors. TULU can become something that brings people closer to one another, and that is making their experience in the building better. and we always hear it from members around the world that are maybe international students. Maybe they just moved to a new city and they see the service and it's so convenient and so helpful, and it's actually saving them money, and it's part of our brand. And here are some more pictures from different events. Usually we just like to integrate with people's daily lives. And, you know, even if cleaning is not the sexiest thing, we like to just show people why it's better having access to a Dyson with $4 rather than buying it and buying a new model and worrying about operating it. Our, you know, our logo and like our motto is own less, live more. And it's really something we stand behind, and we believe that with using TULU, you just save more time and you get a chance to enjoy life, and it's better for the planet. A few like dry facts: we are 35 people. We have 4 offices in London, in Tel Aviv, in New York, and in Amsterdam. We're growing really fast, and I think the challenge right now is also there was the magic of us being a really small company in just 50 buildings, just 20 buildings at the beginning. We were able to meet people all the time. So now the question is, as we scale, how do we take that magic of people that really like our brand and want to help it, and how do we actually recruit them to help it in a way that's also safe for our brand, and we know who's working with us, but also knowing that we come to those buildings, it's where people live, so we can't just spam them, and we can't, you know, it can't be fake, it has to be real. And I think it's a really interesting question to think about. So I'll stop here, and I hope that this sparks ideas and questions. And of course, you're probably going to have a lot of questions about the brand and how we solve issues. But you should download our app and just check it out. Everything is pretty self-explanatory on the app. There's for every item, there's a page, there's a how to use page, there's a 24/7 available chat for people to ask questions. And then also if people damage products, they can report it, and then we can like assess the damage, and they give us their credit card. So then we're able to also make sure that we're protecting the service. But having questions is good, and I hope that this sparks new ideas, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.